Hello everybody, how good of you to join. Welcome back to 2070 to another exciting episode, because today we are going to upgrade to the highest tech tier so that we have the Tycoon engineers. As we can see, most of the goods have been met now, and that means I can finally reduce the taxes for them. This is actually a whopping 500 that I lose there, so I should not keep this lower balance there forever, or this lower tax level, right? I would just keep it there to get my first upgrades that I can have. And I probably should... Oh, yeah, now we can upgrade them. Very good. And I think as long as we can, we should be doing it. And let's start here in the primary center, where we're going to have our monuments with, boom, the Tycoon executives. There we have them, the highest tech that we can reach for the Tycoons. That is a pretty cool building. And yes, with that, we have unlocked the highest tier as well for the Tycoons now, which is basically the highest demands they have. For example, the jewelry that we can have. And also, we should be having the monument then somewhere close by. There it is. And we do need 600 Tycoon executives to build it. Now, also, for the tax, we have unlocked a few more things. That's good to know. But for now, I think I should be fine by just upgrading a few more of these dandies. Let's just do this. And here and here. Very good. How many do we squeeze into one of these buildings there? 40 in total, so that's quite a lot. And as we can see, we can still happily continue with the upgrading. We should also be unlocking now the high-tech weapon industry that we can then use for that. I haven't seen it yet. I think there it is. Heavy weapons. Is it the heavy weapons? It seems to be heavy weapons. There it is. High-tech weapons. Missile launch pad needs 1,400 Tycoon executives. That's quite a lot. And where is the airport? Because the airport gives me the choppers, and I definitely do need them as well. Oh, and also in... How is this even possible? He purchased so many shares that he had the majority now. Right? That should not be happening again. So lucky we got a message there. This Vadim Sokov, he's really aggressive when it comes to those shares. But we do have still the money for that, and we've also got a lot of money now in with the executives, since they pay you so much in taxes that you get this up there again quickly. So let's just upgrade a few more, and while we continue upgrading more of those guys then as well, I would also like to continue expanding, right? And for expanding, well, we do need to do a couple of things. First of all, I would like to expand also my fish production. That is still something we can and we should be doing here in Cyberpunk directly, since we basically have that much space for it. And we can also we could also purchase now the Eden Initiative blueprints, but I'm not doing that. As I said, we're focusing on tax only and the Tycoons, and that's good for me now. Let's have the fish. Another thing is the alcohol. Don't forget, unlike Anno 1800, we also still require all the other materials that we had so far, right? In Anno 1800, the later stages at a certain point don't need the lower products anymore. This is totally different here, and we still need to provide everything else. Just look at how my balance is going up there with upgrading a few of them. It's incredible. Every single one of them gives me a huge bonus to my tax income. Absolutely fantastic. It's also, of course, increasing the consumption of what we have or what we had before. So let's just continue with... We should be able to squeeze in 2 more alcohol plantations here. I'm going to make this a bit smaller there. This should be fine. And here perhaps. Right, so this is the outer edge of my town, where we do have a bit of alcohol still coming in. And let's also upgrade our wear depot so that we have some drones attached to it. And I might also get a bit more difficult about the alcohol. I don't want to have too many plantations here. Right, so we could still do it here. Let's have, yeah, actually, in fact, let's have a couple of more of these in this area, where we still have the space, right? But that's it then for those alcohols. So hopefully we have that enough for all I care. And here, 2 more, and then we can still squeeze in 1 more, 2 more here. That's fine. Let's have the plantations for that. And here, and we could still squeeze something in here. Perfect. Even though it's very close. And it's very close to the mountain. And there we do have our trade building that also has the drone. And with that, that means that I could still use, yeah, something like that here as well. And this is still being used as well. So the drone is still getting the alcohol from it, right? That's a lot of alcohol, and that means basically we can expand now with the basic buildings that we have. So this one here, we only have one red district so far. I would like to have another one. Red districts are fun, so we have one down here then, and over there we also, yeah, there's still some space as well that we can use. For now, let's have the additional houses that we can build here. Boy, we have lots of blue building modules, so we can have lots of additional buildings if we desire, and of course we desire. Right, there is another full block, and let's have a street in between, and another block here, and then also something here. Very good. This is skyrocketing my consumption. So we need to be really careful about how much we want to upgrade. Okay, I think that's enough upgrading for now. We should be really careful about how much we want. And oh, due to grievances, we're losing some people there. Oh yeah, they're in the center. I've also applied some of these block systems now with a bit of ornaments that we can squeeze in the center then. And of course here we do have the other main road, the other main avenue, right? So we have one major one going in here to the monument, and then the other one going out to this harbor area later. And let's increase the taxes once again for those fellows. So it's going to medium again, and 2,400 we have. The highest ones, the executives, yep, they can stay at medium for now. And also the workers, we should lower that because we built a new block here and they have to grow. One thing that I noticed is I think the convenience food is running out. Yes, it is. So there is another production that we need to reinforce. And that would be in Neon. In Neon, unfortunately, we do have lots of space still left, and also energy and building materials and basically everything we need. What I can see is that the convenience food is full though. So what's the reason here? It is our trading ship. We can only transport 40 as a maximum. So I will need to do this now. I will need to adjust this. We should have built something. That is the Passat 2 down here. Very good. Passat 2, you're going to be on this trade route here. Gourmet food, it is actually burger, plastic and champagne now. And we're going to remodel this one here. We're going to take 2 times, actually 3 times the convenience food. We're going to take 2 times the plastic and 1 time the champagne, because I think champagne is never really that full, right? And then we're going to basically unload all of that. 3 times the convenience food, 2 times the plastic, even though plastic is full in Cyberpunk, and also the champagne. And not Cyrene is it anymore, but the Passat. Passat 2, the big cargo holder. And probably what we are going to do here as well is at some point then just have a specialized trading ship for the champagne only. Let's unload everything that we can unload. And you, my sir, Cyrene, you are out of business for now. We also have a few quests, so misplaced trust over there. We need to get something. We need to get this one here without being detected. Now, I do have a submarine close by. We need to get over there. Now, we could try to pass through it, or we could just dive down. I think this should work too. Get over there.
New island located.
And get up again.
Unfortunately,
very good, and that was it. So it was that simple. Now we still need to find 4 policemen for Tilder, so this is a rather big quest as we can see. So my family heirloom and the shares, but that's not on my island, so that's fine. And I think we also found an underwater island. Oh, with a thermal station here. This looks very good, but it is a bad island. Oh my goodness, there is no building space at all. Speaking of those underwater plateaus, we should be finding some more, so I'm going to dive down with my submarine, and then we're just going to, you know, ship to several locations, and hopefully we can find something. This one is fine for now, but it's also very limited when it comes to building. And yep, we actually need the next production up then soon, so I'm going to deliver now some building resources over there as well. We really can't unload that much. Can I upgrade? We need more storage. Let's go for it. And there we have the storage, and in this harbor area we could just get 2 more storage depots up there. Should be fine. And then unload the rest. And Cyrene, you actually have a purpose again in your life. Let's get some tools. We still have a few tools. And building modules I should get from somewhere else, from Neon. Because I would like to continue with my underwater production now. That is the algae for the technicians that we have. There we have Cyrene now, and let's load. Yep, we do need lots of building modules for underwater buildings. Off you go. And in Omicron, we can expand with our techs. something we should definitely be doing because they are going to be very useful to us. We have finished one of them right now, so the lab would be the next appropriate step then. Let's continue with a red tech district that we can have somewhere here. And this color, whatever that is. It's a deep blue. It's a darker blue than the other one. And also for the tax there is a monument. I have no idea yet if we're going to build that, but just in case, if I do that, we need a bit of space then as well for this other monument that would be coming up here. Let's continue then with the red houses so that we can have here. Oh, they look much better I think than the blue ones. Let's have a few of them still. So they only really need fish in Omicron. Here a few, and here, and also there. Very good. Going all the way around it to finish this district. This is going to be expensive. I don't think they pay a lot of taxes. I think they just cost you a lot. But who am I to know? Algae is the next one that we need, and also the functional food. Now functional food is also something where we need the underwater base for, and that is something for later. Just want to grow there a bit. My albatross, you can go back to my main harbor. We're going to need you at some point. My smaller ship has arrived here. Let's unload everything that we have. And oops, what I can see is, yep, we can upgrade. Let's do this to unload a bit more storage space. All right, let's get back home. I think we will also need the concrete. And we have almost 300 tons of concrete. That's beautiful. Let's just do the quest for Tilde there as well. 4 policemen we need to find. Now that's going to be a tough one, because with all the skyscrapers in the center it is a bit hard to find them, but we have found 4 of them, and I think, yep, Albatross. We can send Albatross on this very not so important mission to Tilde back home again, but it's a short distance. And also with my Siren we are going to get some more concrete now. Concrete we have plenty of, so it's a pleasure using all of that. And let's get this one basically here to our base. Now for the base, let's have a look. We do need the algaes, right? This one here. Algae production. That is for the underwater. And we basically just need lots of building modules for that, and also the sea functional production. We have 28 energy. I will definitely need to increase my energy down here. So that's the hydroponic farm. Rather simple. It's just a building and produces the energy for us. The major difficulty down here is the space. So we don't have a lot of that. And I will definitely also need another depot. And the depot is also wasting a lot of space there. Unfortunately, I can't use both of them. What's more important, this one is an underwater oil field, and this one is the black smoker, is a metal converter. So we can use this for additional building materials later. Let's have, yeah, I can't take both anyway, so the oil is more important for now. Plus we have a bit more space here. We can turn in the quest, and we get the follow-up quest number 5 right away. Holy moly, what's going on there? This is a pretty big quest. Pick up the specialist at Tilde. There we have it, and we should now hijack a ship. Down here it is. Now I'm going to send fleet number 1 as protection, and then we're basically just going to hijack this one. Should be easy. But it's not working. Oh, on a military ship. Alright, so we need to wait for the ships to arrive, and then we're going to change that. Now underwater, I suggest we continue with expanding our algae production, and as we can see, we can squeeze in quite a few here. That is good to see. So that's 5 and number 6 over there. Perfect. I would like to keep this space here for the algae manufacturers than the factories here, or the functional food factory that we have. Oh, and there is a bit of a combat, I think, down here, taking the ships. Very good. No problem, really. Hector likes it. And then we basically just took it, get some influence and a seasoned cargo thieves and 235 influence. And right away we get the next quest. I think we are having a good reputation there right now as being protective. Let's do the next quest for Hector right away and continue here with our production. This is good, those quests, because it basically means that we can maintain the status quo for now as long as we do those quests. And also with our most difficult one, Tor, we're also not that bad with him, right? And Vadim, well, we're not at war with him directly, but as we know, he's purchasing shares all the time, and we need to fight this off as well. So in this area, for example, let's purchase the next share. That was actually 40,000, but I can't risk losing Cyberpunk there. So we lost a lot of money there, but on the other hand, also the shares are valuable. So 200 on the balance there on top of that, because we were able to purchase this share. Let's just see, functional food, convenience food, and we can do the quest. I should do a few more quests to push my money again. How's it looking with my... Oh, look at that. Thanks to the bigger ship, we have now way more convenience food in here as well. And it seems pretty stable now, right? Alcohol is full, fish, convenience food, plastic, and the luxury meal and champagne is also going up. So we still have room to grow in Cyberpunk itself, that I would like to use as well then soon. Very good. Now, it's 2 farms that we have so far. Let's...
Vehicle under attack.
Oh, come on. What is happening now? Oh! The mission barely has started and we already have an attack. Interesting. And can we start this one now? Escort the ship to 2 stations. Oh, we need to escort it. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's a bit more of a danger. So this ship is following my ships now, and we need to manually get it to those islands there, or to those ships there. I love the seamless transition between the surface and the ocean. Fantastic. There we have lots of space still left where we can add a few more of these farms. So I think 2 more farms we could definitely add here. And let's build it first. That's 6, and then we can basically squeeze the other one right next to it. We do have the space for it. Very good. And actually another one over here should do wonders. Fantastic. 6 of them as well. That means 2, 4, 5. Now we don't even have 6. I do need 6 though. Yeah, we have a lot of space here still. So I could just continue with another one here. That should be workable. 5 and 6, and thus we have 6, and I can now use 3 of these functional factories. 18, 16. Oh no, we can only build 2 for now. The third one that I could squeeze in over there, we do need a few more building materials. We only have concrete though, so I need to get it manually. And what is happening with our quest? Oh, what are you doing? They're not attacking the hovercraft. Alright, there we have this one, fulfilled its task, and then it's all about the other one. If there's no attack coming, I hope not. There's actually a coming one.
Premises immediately.
Oh, and yes, this is Vadim Sokov's underwater base, so he's not happy that I'm having so many military ships close by. But fret not, we are going away again to this ship there. Oh, the pirate has so many ships, it's incredible. And very good, we can also turn in the quest now and get some 7,000 credits, and way more important, the influence for Hector that we can have to in order to increase our reputation. We are pretty high up there, so we could even probably go for alliance then at some point, and this will make it a lot easier against Thor to defend ourselves and also to attack him. Now, my ship has returned with the building materials to our underwater base. I can't upgrade yet. So let's just do this. Let's build the 3rd lab that we have there. And also I would like to check real quick, what do we need for the carbon? We need oil and we need coal. Let's go back to Omicron. Do we have still... Yeah, we do have some mining sites left. Because I would like to start with this construction material there as well. We have 2 of them for the coal mines. For the oil, I could basically now use the remaining spot that we have there. So this one. Another oil plateau, and what I can see is we could actually afford a 2nd one. The problem is we are running out of energy then. I think we still have something over there. Yep, but that's it for now, the oil. So what I can do is I'm using Sarin now. Let's create a new trade route, and this is going to be oil and algae, or food. Let's just call it like that, because there's also going to be functional food then. And we're going to transport it from the Abyssal to Omicron. And we're taking here the algae that we have. Oh, what is that anyway? Functional food, right? And then the oil that we have over there. And we transport all of that. We shouldn't have that much oil, I think, so it's fine to have one slot. If it's too much, then we are going to need another ship then, of course. And Cyrene, you're doing the job for it. Perfect. And we have found another use for this ship that can now transport those thingies. Right, there are now 2 ships, unfortunately, going from this platform with oil, so I'm just hoping that we can find another underwater island with good building slots available over the big enough plateau. So my submarine continues to scout ahead just in case. Now, with that, we have finished the first production for the lab assistants. We want to upgrade them, of course. The next one would be then this one here. What is that? The energy drink factory. We do need the construction material for that, though. We need sugar and coffee. Coffee, well, we have. Sugar we don't have on this island. Bad. So I do need another island, probably. There we have the sugar production already, but I do need that already for something. Or should we just... Yeah, I think we can expand here. That should be fine. And then I just need my production now. Oh, and we also have the epidemic here, but I'm not building a hospital now. Actually, we can afford it. Let's build a hospital. Let's have... Oh, it has a much bigger radius, I think. And yes, we could squeeze it in here just fine. And I might actually continue then with a few more lab assistants. Yep, we could do that. Or I will do that here and here. So that we have another block around this hospital. And here we could have then just some red ones. Right, continue with that. And here somewhere I would like to have the monument then in the center. Also, yep, the lab that we can build then in this slot. I do need the carbon for that, so let's have this production. I do need oil, so there we have it. Coal and oil, sorry. And another depot for this coal mine. And then this coal mine here. And we might actually use the... Oh, I see. We do need the refinery as well. That is dirty. We have the nuclear reactor here, so energy is not a problem. The eco balance is though. Let's have the refinery. Let's not have it here. Let's have it here, where it's already pretty dirty. And let's have the first one. And then we can have a second one. No, I'm not destroying anything from her anymore. And then we can have the carbon factory at long last. And this one requires lots of energy. And probably doesn't even produce that much. So I'm going to reserve me some space here for additional ones, right? So 1 and 2. Let's build 2 for now. That should do the trick. Let's upgrade our depot to the highest level. Right next to the nuclear reactor. That has enough fuel rods and it's thus producing a lot. How much fuel rods do we have? 60. So I could even afford a second one on this island before it gets close. And as we can see, functional food is also coming in now along with the oil. And we could now continue expansion here, but I would rather wait now for some carbon to come in. And then we can finally build the first service buildings in Omicron and upgrade those lab assistants then once we build the second product they need. And for Cyberpunk, I would also like to add some districts to make the city big. And I think it's starting to look really cool, right? I love those buildings. Fantastic. Stay tuned.